Many thanks to Fatal Attraction Squad, One Original DayZ servers, Clash Vanilla servers, Sgt. Pepper servers, Sea of Tools Cloud, We That Remain Roleplay, DayZ Sentinel servers, the Struggle Community, the Karma Crew servers, and DayZ Kraken leaderboards for making this video possible. We've just been given a first look at the next update for DayZ, which is patch 1.27. They streamed it and they showed us loads of new stuff and what 1.27 is all about. First, it was mentioned that DayZ 1.27 is going to include mostly fixes to broken stuff, so this patch is intended to mostly fix bugs and optimize stuff, meaning there's going to be less content than usual in a patch, but there's still quite a lot in this update. Footstep sounds have been reworked, boosting how loud they are to other players at around 20 meters away, so this means that players are going to be able to hear your footsteps from further away. They also added new sounds to running through forests, so when you're running through a forest, sticks beneath you will break, and it will make these sounds that will make players more aware of your presence. They also made all trees make sound as you walk through them, so not just the bushes now. Pine trees like this, for example, will make noises as you move around in them. SMG gunshot sounds have been changed, mostly the tail sounds of the weapon or the sounds that reverberate when you shoot a weapon. So inside a building and outside of a building, they're going to sound different. This has been changed for all SMGs, so all of these here, and this is what the Bison sounds like as he was using it on stream. They also showcased the new subsonic crack sound that we're going to be getting in this patch, now changed to this. And there's going to be a new teeth chatter sound effect too, so when you're cold, your teeth will hit against each other and make a teeth chattering sound effect. We didn't get to hear this on the stream though, but boats are going to be quieter for nearby players or those that are on the boat, but it's also going to be louder for players at medium distances too. In 1.27, boats will become deteriorated over time, so they will become damaged and eventually ruined and sink, meaning it will despawn and respawn at a spawn point. This new mechanic means that we need to repair our boats over time to stop it from becoming ruined and despawning, so you need to check the health of your boat and then maintain it. But it also means that there's going to be more boats at spawn points now, because you can't just leave a boat in the ocean, it will sink eventually, with server owners having the ability to change how quickly a boat will degrade over time. The inventory screen now always keeps your equipped items fixed to the top of your screen, so when you scroll down it's going to be fixed up here instead. Melee weapons can be attached to what looks like all of the backpacks in the game. It might not be all of them, but it's probably going to be most of them, and it also appears that all or most melee weapons can be attached to a backpack too, so this means you won't have to carry a melee weapon in your shoulder slot or inside your piece of clothing. You can attach it to your backpack instead, but I'll test the details when we get access. It also looks like more items can be attached to another new slot, such as the chem light, compass or GPS. The chem light was attached before, or a radio for example, but now you can attach a compass or a GPS, and they mentioned that this is a tool attachment slot, so this could mean that more tools can fit in here. These new pillboxes have lockable sliding doors and a cool sliding window hatch, which is also lockable. With these and other structures being added to the islands of the maps, there is more stuff on islands now. We don't know exactly which ones have stuff and what stuff is on there, but we're going to see very soon. They're expanding player spawn points more to the east coast, and the east coast in general is going to be expanded. They speak of a new village, there's new settlements, there's going to be loads of new stuff there, and Aniva has been expanded too, which is a town to the southeast, such as having a 4-story tenement building as we can see here, and also some more details like roadblocks and new roads, and building is in more locations. Basically there's going to be more loot here, it's going to be bigger. You'll also find more buildings inland of the mainland, so more places to loot as you're roaming around the mountains I guess, and Barakan has some forests removed, mainly from the warhead storage area where the bunker is. The bunker now has dimming lights inside, which will dim more the lower the fuel is in the generator, so you're going to get some warning of when the generator is going to run out of fuel. And there's also infected inside the bunker, but I'm not sure if this was a bug or not. These buoys have been added to ice sheets to help players navigate the ice sheets easier, highlighting paths between them and coming in a few different variants as well. We saw 2 different variants of buoy, which are basically like floating objects that can help you navigate around, with all of them having lights on, so they're going to be even more visible at night. There was talk of Shantar, which is this giant island down here, which basically has nothing on it right now. It has a mysterious, important point of interest in 1.27. We didn't get any other details on that, but they mentioned it adds a gameplay feature, whatever that is. And finally for Sakhal, I'm not sure if they were supposed to mention this, but they said that they're working on more dynamic events for the map, not coming in 1.27, so it's not coming in this patch, but they are working on it for 2025, so this means we'll likely see heli crashes and military convoys on Sakhal this year. Sakhal is the only map that will have the new wooden variant of the SVD added in 1.27, which looks to have the exact same attachments and magazines, so it will likely perform exactly the same, if not similar to the modern version of the SVD that's found on other maps. Fishing will now take longer and improvised fishing gear will become ruined faster, and they made it more difficult to time when you're pulling in a fish, so you need to react faster to catching a fish in this patch. There's a new wood splitting animation and other new animations have been added this patch. Firewood will burn slower than kindling and sticks inside fires. I'm not sure if this was the case in 1.26, but in 1.27 they've confirmed that firewood is better. They've updated the bleed, vomit, breathing, snow and leaf particle effects. So breathing will now look more transparent so you can see through your breath easier. Bleeding particle effects are a lot more obvious and can show you exactly where you're bleeding from. Snow falls from trees as you walk through them, but the texture of the tree doesn't change. This is just a particle effect of snow falling down. Likewise with leaves, they will drift down from trees when you shoot through them, but we didn't get to see the vomit effects yet, which might have been for the best really. You can now hold to repair items, much like you can hold to heal multiple bleeds at once with bandages, with repairing having a new animation for duct tape. Having bloody hands and eating food with bloody hands is going to be different in this patch. We were given no details on this, and they said food poisoning has been changed also. The only thing they gave us was it works better. DayZ Experimental 1.27 will be releasing on Xbox and PC tomorrow, or if you're from the future, the 16th of January 2025, with the 2025 roadmap being released in February week 1 or week 2, detailing exactly what they're going to be focusing on in 2025. As soon as that's released, I will be making a video on it, and I'll be making a video on tomorrow as well, because I want to know exactly what this point of interest on Shattered Island is. Let me know your take on these changes. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good day.